Hey guys, Vaughn here, and today I'm doing a Hearthstone card stream. I'm streaming again. This is the first of many. And well, I know I haven't been keeping up with the cards. I did 1 through 6, and then I forgot 7 through 11, and now they just released another batch. So I'll be hitting the second and third batch in this stream, or video, if you watch it later. It's a 2-mana, 2/2 elemental that adds an elemental to your hand. This is basically Earthen Might, but a minion. I almost think this could be mechanical for elementals, and it would work with Earthen Might perfectly. It is the same exact stats, and yeah, that intro might get longer every time, yeah. But yeah, this is a very nice card. It can grab itself. It can be very powerful in even shaman, elemental shaman, even elemental mage where they just get random elementals. It's a good card overall, and it's a nice, easy common you can quickly grab, being pack filler, as much as commons are given credit for. So the next card is Upgradable Framebot, 2-mana, 1/5 mech. This minion, horribly offensively statted, but I see Divine Spirit, Inner Fire combos with this. This is a 3 stats, a 3.5 stat minion for 2 mana. That is the same ish stats as a 3-mana 3/4 no tag. This is a 2-mana 3/3 with a tag, so it gets up there with what it is. Holy Fire, so this is a 5-mana 10/10 that can attack next turn. Or you can not Holy Fire, Inner Divine Spirit, Power Shield, Divine Spirit, Inner Fires. And this becomes insane. 10/10, 14/14, 18/18. Yeah, plus 4 each time. Or you just double Divine Spirit it, and that's a 20. So 7-mana 20/20. Yeah. At least it doesn't have rush or charge. And it's a nice thing for every magnetic mech to attach to, since it lives so long with that amount of health. I just think priests might abuse it. And a mech that would really love for that thing to live is War Gear. It's been talked about so much that it's just a blessing for kings with 1 more mana. But it's a minion as well. It's a 5-mana 5/5 that gives 5/5 to a mech, or that's a 5-mana 5/5. It is worse than Pit Fighter, it is a turn slower than Blessing of Kings, and on top of that, Blessing of Kings works with non-mechs. But this can't be counterspelled, which is a big upside. It definitely has its versatility, because you could even play one of these if you don't have a mech, and it's a 5/5, and then next turn you make it a 10/10 with another War Gear. But yeah, it's a nice stat minion. It definitely is a nice buff. This magnetic mechanic's becoming a lot more usable, I see. I originally thought this would be like a lot of heavy removal, like this. This is a target. It's a 5-mana 3/2. Divine Shield, Taunt, Lifesteal, Rush. A 4-mana 3/2 Charge Lifesteal. We've seen. A Divine Rush is a 5-mana 3/4, so Divine Shield, Taunt apparently ruins 2 health. And the mech tag. It's a legendary as well, which is nice. Apparently this is Dr. Boom's assistant in the Boom Labs. Even though I don't see him anywhere in the background. This is a very powerful minion with and without attaching. Okay, without attaching it really looks bad, but it's an Alakir kinda. Divine Shield, Taunt, not Charge and Wind Fury, it's Lifesteal and Rush. It makes anything that draws a Rush minion, Warrior's gonna love this. Divine Shield draw with 3 mana 2/2 draw Divine Shield. Your Taunt minions with Stonehill Defender. Your Lifesteal with the 7 mana 6/6 that draws a Lifesteal Rush and Death Rattle. Yeah, Death Rattle. So this literally gets picked up by so much. It's a very versatile card because of just all the keywords. I'm actually interested with this mechanic, with this one being magnetic. The next one is Beryllium Nullifier. Very bad, not really bad of a minion for 7 mana. You got a 6, actually wait, how much body? You have 11 stats, divide that by 2, that's 5.5. So you have a 5 mana body, plus the mech tag, for 7 mana. So 2 mana, can't be targeted by spells or hero power. That looks about right. It might be a little overstated, we might want a 4/8 with that, but 4/8s are seen usually at 8 mana, so 3/8, perfectly fine and balanced. Minion, it's just, it's not taunt, and it's not powerful offhand. So, can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, so you literally want this on a minion you're gonna be growing. Because with that, you can really make it so polymorph and all these single target removals I'm talking about don't kill it, even though minions can get away with it. Like, Vile Spine Slayer and some of the others. Assassinate doesn't get this. Equality Consecrate, well, Equality Consecrate ain't a hard removal either. But Polymorph doesn't get, Hex doesn't get the minions now. And this is actually a fair statted minion to play by itself. It might not look like it, but it is. Primordial Drake, for 1 more mana, doesn't give a buff. And that's the thing a lot of people probably don't realize, is how much magnetic has to be balanced for mechs on the buff end. And, God, the next one. We have an Oiotron, or an Oil module now. The 3rd iteration, I feel, for an Oiotron. An Oiotron, Righteous Protectron, and now an Oil module. 4 mana, 2/4. So instead of a 2 mana 1/2 Divine Shield Taunt, now it's a 4 mana 2/4 Divine Shield Taunt. And it's magnetic! Magnetic and Oiotron. I don't think that's actually going to be that useful. I'm going to say that right now. Oiotron was great because it had so low health when you could just dump it on a large board. Righteous Protector. Oh, let me take this Mountain Giant and Azure Drake or whatever it hits. Yeah, it's because the low health made it useless in the early game. And the Divine Shield and low health just made it so big minions just had to step on this thing a few times. You had to swat the fly off the wall, and then you had to hit it again on the ground. With this, yeah, 4 attack, Azure Drake, and a lot of other stuff. Not Azure, Twilight Drake. My mind's still a little tired. But yeah, I'm like, okay, overall this is a very well statted minion. Again, magnetics kinda making this a little understated. It would probably be a 3/4, just by seeing its abilities. And then we get to move on to the cards that were released today, which start with the Super Collider Warrior. I actually watched the video, just double check on 2 of the cards. 5 mana 1/3, and oh god, I was talking with a few people who play Hearthstone, and we were joking how bad 1/3 weapon stats are. Cogmaster's Wrench, Spirit Claws, Kingsbane, Icebreaker. How many of those actually saw play? Spirit Claw saw play and Kingsbane saw play. Spirit Claws now doesn't see play because it's a 2-mana 1/3. So is a 1-mana 1/3 really what we need? Candleshot and Kingsbane are the only two that we could come up with that actually saw decent amount of play in their current form. And it's a 5-mana 1/3. After you attack a minion, force it to attack one of its neighbors. This is not betrayal. And I'm happy. This ain't really Warrior's thing is betrayal, but it actually kind of makes the idea of the shield slam, body slam design more viable for a warrior archetype, or roleplay theme, or whatever you want to call it. It does have a downside. You do have to attack the minion and let it survive. So you gotta take the face damage of it, and then it can murder anything. Mountain giants were seen, and yeah, you're still taking that 8 to the face. So you need a fair bit of armor, or health regen, for Super Collider to really work. Yeah. 1/3 weapons, I don't think we'll see that much play. Next up, we have Landscaping. 3 mana, summon 2/2 treants. 3 mana 2/2s? Yeah, that's actually balanced. I was thinking, wait, 3 mana, shouldn't that be 3 1/1s? Oh no, forgot the combo to the cut. This is either a 2/4 or a 4/2, which that is less than actual 3 mana. That is also how I think they balance out the cards, which of course gets double from buffing. So yeah, 3 mana, 2/2/2s, so it's not bad. It's something that I'm a little interested on because of what archetype they're going down, because I actually explored it in my game, which I need to make a update video on that. And that is, if you control a tree and do something. Drengelogist. 2 mana, 2/3. I thought this was a 2/2. No, it's a 2 mana 2/3. If you control a treant, discover a spell. So baseline, it's a 2 mana 2/3. If you have a treant, you get a spell. Well, that spell is randomish. 1 out of 3. Sorry. 3 out of 17. 3 out of 19. Oh, plus the new expansion, I think. So yeah, you do have a fair bit of randomness with this. But that's every Discover card. You can get Swipe, you can get Ultimate Infestation, you can get Moonfire. I have actually gotten the Mage 5 mana 6/3 Battlecry Discover a Spell in Druid, and I'm like, Moonfire, Naturalize, Wild Growth. I'm like, I'm at 10 mana. Naturalize, Moonfire. So this is definitely more early game, but it could whiff. It could get super powerful. And then next up is, I'm trying not to reveal the legendary until the ends. Actually, I revealed one. Next up is Mulch Muncher, one of the actual cards we had a picture of and name of. It's a hippo. It's a 10 mana hippo with Rush. Hey, this is a giant. It's a mecha giant. Not all giants are going to be elementals. Cost 1 less for each treant that died this game. Definitely interesting and very reminiscent of every time you use your hero power stuff, but treants are a lot harder to come by, or so I think Blizzard thinks. You get 2 off of the classic Druid Legendary Scenarios. You get them off of summon 1, 4 mana, summon 1 for each card in your hand. You get them off of Witchwood Apples. You get them a fair bit. Also, I forget if the Nurturing Mana, 5 mana, spend all your mana, summon 2/2 treants. Also, you do get it off of 4 mana, give your minions death or else summon a 2/2 treant. So there's a fair bit of treants in the game. And I think this might actually be okay. If it said charge, I would be saying epic. But since it's rush, it really doesn't do that much bonus damage. Yes, these are 0 mana 8/8 rushes. But they require treants, not dead minions. Oh, and they're friendly treants as well. Next up is the Druid Legendary who runs the Bio Lab. Okay, so there's 9 labs, 9 legendaries, 9 classes. Voila. So, Myra is elements. Myra is about elementals. Electro Surge is elemental battle cries. Actually, Rogue is about drawing cards. Shaman is about elements, battle cries, and spells. Mage is about top decking your burst. Druid is about minion copying. 4 mana, 3/4. Another card that we actually got to see its name and picture of. While this is in your hand, this is a 3/4 copy of the last minion you played. So Shadow Reflection. A 4 mana 3/4 Shadow Reflection. We have seen this stat line many times before. Unearthed Raptor is the one I'm really thinking of. And I might be wrong on many times before, but Unearthed Raptor's definitely one. And it's an okay minion. Yes, it can be powerful with a larger minion. Like if you have 7 mana and you have 10 cards in hand with Hand Druid. Actually, no, it's not good because stats don't matter, it's effect. I was thinking Mountain Giant. Oh no, this isn't a full copy. It's a 3/4 copy for 4 mana. It keeps the mana and keeps the body. So its effects are what's really needed. So wait, this is one of the few non-mechs that can become magnetic. Ooh. That just opens up the game. So we definitely see Druid with mana ramp, treants, and minion copying. And well, that's okay. It just, this one might not really be that bad. Especially now that I'm thinking about, we have the super route or whatever. The 10 mana 8/8, add a minion to your hand but make it a 10/10/10/10 copy. 10 mana 10/10 copy. Man, too much stats. But yeah, I'm like, okay, Druid's getting the copy mechanic now, Mage. Everyone kind of cycles through the copies. And apparently I missed out the reveal of a Death Knight card. Warrior's gonna get a Death Knight! And I found that out. So I'm just gonna say for anyone who hasn't yet. Warrior's gonna get the Death Knight from this expansion, so next rotation, next April, there's only going to be 4 Death Knights in the game. Shaman, Warrior, the 3rd expansions class, and the April's expansions class. So, with that, these cards really are starting to become interesting. The magnetic mechanic I really was shoving off against Polymorph, saying all the hard removal. And it's the entire idea of having a wide versus tall board indecision. And this is why I'm saying magnetic has such a cost on its mana. Because do you want a wide board or do you want a tall board? Yes, Druid has this, but this is a non-Druid class mechanic. And anytime a mechanic goes into a class, it's discounted by 1 up to 3 mana. I'm not joking, there are some cards that are 3 mana discounted that if they would be seen in neutral, not wild. So, magnetic, we're getting a mechanic that's basically choose one. And I'm gonna explain that I really thought of this mechanic as well, and I kinda got it off of 2 mana, summon a 3/2 Panther, or give your minions 1/1. It's that simple. Or the Living Roots, deal 2 damage, summon 2 1/1s. You can start seeing there what exactly magnetic is, and this mechanic is. Look at those and start seeing how powerful they are. And with that, see you guys next time.